Good morning. Are you ready for a wake-up shocker? Well, this morning's devotional comes out of Mark chapter 7, verse 13, and it says, making the word of God of no effect through your tradition which you have handed down, and many such things you do. The question is, how can we make the Word of God of non-effect? In other words, this Word is so powerful, it divides between spirit and soul. And this Word changes us in our soul, man. It changes our mind and our thinking and our allegiance and who we're allegiant to. This Word is powerful. But there's one thing that will make it of non-effect, according to Jesus' own words, and that is through your tradition. If you go back earlier, he says in verse 7, in vain they worship me, teaching as doctrines the commandments of men. For laying aside the commandment of God, you hold the tradition of men, the washing of pitchers and cups, and many other such things you do. He said to them, all too well you reject the commandment of God, that you may keep your tradition. Had a revelation on this recently. The man at the pool of Bethesda, I want you to think about it. For 38 years he laid there, and Jesus comes along, and the word to him was, take up your bed and walk. And then it says, and it was the Sabbath. So he takes up his bed and he begins to walk, and he encounters the religious leaders, the religious policemen, and they immediately ask him, who gave you permission to carry the bed? And he said, I don't know. The man who said, take up your bed and walk. The word of God on the Sabbath was take up your bed. But the tradition of man on the Sabbath, it's unlawful to carry your bed. So guess what? Had he argued with Jesus in his mind, or said, well, I'm not allowed to carry my bed, guess what? That word of the tradition would have been above the word of God, the word that said, take up your bed and walk. My friends, the word of God will work. But if we're married to law and to the word, okay, all things are lawful, but not all things are expedient. Be married to the word of God, and the word of God will produce new life, new rivers in your life. It'll make the word of God work in your life. God bless you. Wish you an incredible day walking and manifesting the power of the word of God in your life. We at Door of Hope, we love you.